Welcome to Career Journeys, a series of videos by the Consortium for Public Education. Here we explore the career experiences and pathways of professionals from a wide variety of careers to help you think about the skills you'll need and the paths you might take after high school.
Hi, I'm Gina Barrett, a Program Director at the Consortium for Public Education. And today I'm here with Laura Wilson, PhD, to talk about her career for the Career Journeys video series. Laura, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
If you want to talk about where you started and where you got to today, that would be great. We would love to hear that.
A little over a year ago, I had someone approach me about the career I'm currently in, and I kept pushing them off. I was like, no, I'm good, I'm happy. And finally, he was persistent, and finally, I said, listen, if it's not education or learning or teaching and helping people, I'm not really interested. He came back real quick and he's like, it is. Just give me 10 minutes of your time. And I never really sought out this career path, but I'm very happy with it. So I started January of 2019 at NYLIFE doing life insurance. And since I've been there, I always tell people it wasn't something that I looked for, but I'm so happy I took the opportunity. It was a huge jump for us, scary jump to go from a paycheck to commission work, to something that I've never done before, was never interested in doing, but it really suits me well because it still has that educational aspect. I'm teaching people about life insurance. Most people know a little bit about what it is. Not much. I'm teaching people how to be better with their finances, how to prepare for college, how to put money aside for your son or your daughter to go to college, to pursue those careers that they want and not break the bank or not come out of college with thousands and thousands of dollars of debt, but helping them to put money aside to kind of manage that. And also for their own retirement and also long-term care, making sure that their whole life is covered. Rather than just parts of their life.
What is a typical day like for you now?
Well, thanks to the pandemic and everything, things have changed, and my background kind of helped out with that. Even before that, a typical day is not really typical. I've looked at what I plan out for each day, like, okay, I'm going to make a bunch of calls because that's really what we do in most of our days is calling people, talking to people, setting up appointments, getting in front of people to review what it is that we do and see if they have a need for our services and any of our products. So a lot of the time my day is being on the phone. I am not a phone person. I hate talking on the phone. I would rather be face-to-face with someone, be in person, be on something like Zoom. Picking up the phone and making phone calls is probably my least exciting thing about my job, but you kind of have to step out of that comfort zone and just do it, which I've gotten better at. But the majority of my day is phone calls. But if I plan out, like, I'm going to do this and this and this, it never seems to go that way because if let's say I'm going to make a bunch of phone calls today, chances are right when I sit down to make a phone call, a client will call me with an issue, a question, a problem, or whatever. And then it's like, oh, nope, I'm not doing that today. I'm going to be doing this today instead. So that's one of the nice things that I do like, but I also like the flexibility. So I'm working from home. Now we aren't going back into the office until like October 1st is the first possible day that we'll be back into our office. So the flexibility of being able to meet with you on Zoom, being able to meet with clients, being able to take my kids to their sporting events and things like that, and fitting in my work day throughout, like being able to take care of the house and stuff like that, but also make calls and meeting with people on Zoom and doing laundry and then making dinner and running errands and making phone calls and meeting with people. Like, so being able to kind of mix all of that into what needs to be done to make money, but also what's important for my family and my house kind of works well together. But as far as a plan, whatever I plan to do never kind of works out because the clients always throw a monkey wrench into that. Or last week our well went, so it was like, okay, we got to deal with house things. I got to put work stuff on the side. So then over the weekend I did some catch up. So it's nice. The flexibility is probably that and the paycheck. One of the really, really nice things that I like about my job.
Do you have any thoughts for a high school student who might be thinking that they are looking into getting into a career like yours?
I would say for a high school student in preparation for a career like this, good grades across the board. It really doesn't matter if you are a biologist, which we have a PhD in biology, is one of our top agents in the office. If you're a math person, if you're a communicator, if you like phys ed, like it doesn't matter, as long as across the board your grades are good. They don't have to be straight A's, but they have to be A's and B's on the better side, but also just being involved in things, having something more than just your grades, being involved in sports, in band, in clubs within your school that shows that you can, one, multitask. You have focus on more than just one thing, more than just grades, because grades are good, but a straight A student that does nothing else, I would pass that student by to hire over maybe an ABC student that was played soccer and did FBLA or band and was in the math club or other clubs or in the musical at school, because it shows that they can balance multiple things. And that's important. That I think for all of the jobs that I've held, everything that I've done in my professional career, being able to balance things and juggle multiple tasks, home, family, work, my kids' sports, all of that, it's important. So I think that out of anything that I could suggest being able to do is being able to not so much multitask, but prioritize and juggle multiple things that are pulling at your attention and your needs.
Well, Laura, thank you for being with us today.
For more information or to learn about other careers in the Career Journey series, visit our website and check back soon for our next installment. Thanks!